Hey guys, you're watching this one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a City, episode 275. Oh wow, not long until the big 300. Today is a world tour. Every 25 episodes we do a world tour of the city so we can catch up on some of the old builds that you might have forgotten about, get some inspiration for some new areas, and just maybe even see your favourite building that we've got in the city. We're in a program here called Overviewer. Now, most of you guys should know now, if you've been subscribed for a little length of time, what this program is and how much I use it. But for those of you that don't know, it's a program that allows you to render your entire world in this sort of isometric almost view, so you can see the whole world at one go. No render distance style stuff, and it loads up in like a Google Chrome document, or like a web page if you like. Also, before we go any further, I know, just updated the world download after 1 year. I think the last world download that you could get was January 2018. I've just updated it now so you can download this version that I'm showing you right here. The link is in the description below. You won't be able to see it quite exactly how I see it unless you've got my texture pack, which again you can download in the description below. And obviously there's some modded blocks and stuff that you won't be able to see. I think they'll just remove them unless you have those installed as well. But nevertheless, if you want to download it and sort of have a look around for yourself, then you're more than welcome to. A year. A year before it's downloaded. So here we are. This is like my favorite view whenever I load up these. I've got this, I think, 74th one, the 74th render of my world. It goes all the way back to when it was just the island, so you see them all built up in pieces. I'll do another compilation one like I did. What was it on episode? Was it 200? I think it was episode 200, maybe 250, I can't remember now, where I done like the slow build up when it faded in and you saw the build sort of time lapse the whole city. That was really cool. I'll do another one of those for episode 300. Now, recently we've been building this farmhouse. How cool does this look? Right on the top of the hill here. Now we've got these dots you can see where we've sort of planned out where little dirt trails are going to go and what farms are going to be around there. You can really see we're going to have a beautiful countryside part of the city now with that. We're going to be able to drive through wheat fields and through like little swerving downward sloping roads and stuff. It's going to be a really cool change from the skyscraper central part of the city, very built up and urban, to very sort of remote almost feeling. Really, really cool. How about this? Here's the snow village, or not snow village, the snow hotel up here. Very warm look with 3 chimneys up here. Definitely need to do some better blending. When you're in the world, it looks fine. But from up here, looking at this view, it's a little bit still of a sudden transition. Like, I need to do something here where my mouse is. I hope you guys can see my mouse. If not, I'll zoom in. I need to do something here where it's all green and grassy. Because it just looks a little bit blank. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll just tree it up. Maybe that's all it needs. That might even help. I think it's this grass that's setting off this part not looking right. But still, I might even put some snow on top of some of these trees here. Just like the top half, maybe, of these sort of row. This isn't going to work at all if you can't see my mouse. I think you can, though. Yeah, if I put snow on the roof of those trees, that will really help that impression of the snowy mountain. I think that's our plan. These videos are really important to me as well, though, these world tours, because these are the videos that I refer back to when I'm not quite sure what I need to do. I come back and I watch my own world tour and I can see what I said and ideas come back to me then. Still need to do something behind the back of these mansions here too. I'll probably flatten out this piece of land so we can get another probably 2 modern houses on this row here, but definitely need to dress up the backs of these. They look empty. They've been empty like this for way too long. Yeah, need to put some proper back gardens on. Also need to add the oak trees in here. So you can see I've got the spruce and the birch trees in, but now I just need to add oak trees on basically that area here and here, and then it'll all tree up very nicely, thick forest like it is around the zone, I would say, and the campsite. Once the farm's in as well, we'll be able to tree up all around there, because nothing else can go. It's too steep of a hill to do anything else on after that, so that'll nicely finish all that part off. Heading into the city here, we've got a recently built thrift shop or charity shop. Really nicely fits on the corner there. Looks really nice. I haven't actually seen that in the overview before. This is probably one of my strangely enough, probably one of my favorite builds. I think I love this sort of overgrown look that we've got with all of the vines and stuff growing down the side, but it's such an interesting shape. It's sort of built on the diagonal with so many little pokey out parts. This was built off a real life building, and it was a real challenge, but I think we pulled it off quite well. We've got the beachside area here, which is where everyone always congregates in the summer and has quite the nightlife, I feel. We've got obviously the beach here, we've got the cinema, we've got some very fancy restaurants, as well as some, you know, KFC sitting here. We've got the arcade, we've got like the main hotel with the big pool out the back here. If you're here on holiday, that's just the hotel to stay in. It's the fanciest one. I think we need some kind of windowsills added to these. Although we've got like a fair bit of depth with all the different sort of browns and sort of colours going through, it looks quite nice. We've got this little quartz lip that goes around the bottom. It breaks it up very nicely, but then these windows just look a little bit flat. I think we need to do some kind of probably wooden to keep it brown windowsills on these, just to make them pop out. So remember that, AJ, for a future episode. Police station, the fuel station opposite the mine mart, which is the supermarket. I love that, the supermarket of our city. The trolley bay is really cool. The little logo on there, I think it looks really cool. And then we've got a multi-story car park. Probably one of my favourite non-building builds that I've ever done. It works so well. You can drive the cars up and down without any problems. There's even a ramp off the roof here, so you can literally jump off the roof here, GTA style. Very cool. The pier still, I think 150 episodes later, still needs finishing. We keep adding bits onto it. You know, we've now completed this area, we've now completed this one. All I really need to do is add some like detail down the like boardwalk part here. Add some more of these all the way down, get some different colors going. Oh, and by the way, see these command blocks on the bottom of the street lights here, and like on here, these are actually colored beacons, but in the overview they can't detect mods, which is why you'll see some weird parts like this. These are fence gates, but they're actually benches, I think you'll find. Yeah, same as over there. So yeah, if you see some weird placement of blocks, it's because the overviewer can't detect modded blocks. So it just places the block that has the closest ID, is what I assume. So that still needs finishing. We've got this stadium up here. I always leave the stadium with the football or the soccer interior on. We can actually load up different middles for this stadium. We built like a monster truck one, an ice hockey one. I can't remember what else. The 4 or 5 of them, and I can literally, if I stand in the middle, I can just do a command and it'll just change the arena center to whatever we want. It's very, very smart. It's very, very cool. Takes a little bit of loading, but it does work. We got the what is it called, like a commercial or industrial, yeah, like a commercial, sort of where I work. You know, I work in a Smith's Toy Shop, which will be the blue one. I always think the orange one is very Halford's. Maybe the green one is like a small Asda or something. The yellow one can be Morrison's. I don't know. I'm thinking of English or British stores here mostly, but maybe you guys know ones for your country that sort of represent those colours a little bit better. Rainbow Road, the original housing row right opposite the town hall, the main first road that we ever built. One of my favourite areas as well. It's a really beautiful part of the city. Really nice to have that dead in like the spawn point. That's the first thing that you see if you load up the world. You spawn in the actual town hall's car park, so being able to see that is really, really cool. The big cathedral here. I think what we need to do with this, there is a little thing I want to do, is actually stripe the lawn on this part. I don't mind. Ooh, whoa, steady on. The little broken up paths and stuff I'll pass for the front here is fine. These are gravestones, which is why they look like stone walls, but it doesn't matter. But this part here, it just looks a little bit too green and empty. I think we're actually going to be forced into striping it, just so when we're back out here looking at it, it looks finished. It just looks like an uncompleted area because of the amount of green that's there. If we put in another coloured green, I think that would really help. At the back here, we've got the main residential area. We've got like little conservatories on the buildings. Very suburban, very sort of normal. Well, they're actually quite large houses, to be fair. This is a very nice part of the city. But these are sort of our average sized houses around here. All of them are a little bit different, but they all sort of work on the same colours. So they all sort of have the same brick, quartz, clay combination mostly. So it looks like they were all sort of built at the same time, like that was sort of the residential estate, which doubles onto this double bridge. This is a really cool area of the map road wise, because we've got a double road that goes underneath, then we've got the double bridge that goes over the top, and then we've got the double railway or sky train, whatever you call it, going over the top of that. It's like 3 layers, and you've got a single road going underneath the double bridge there as well. Really cool, like intersecting, and when you're sort of driving through it, it's really cool. A lot of this area is now completed, actually, commercial wise. We've got all of these commercial buildings coming up and around the side here. We've got these little loading zones in the middle where wagons can drive through like under parts of the buildings to get through to these back areas. These were done pretty recently with all the textured blocks. They look really fantastic, actually, very nice there. Garage, mechanics, primary school with a little play area, and then the skyscraper part. The part I think which is probably most people who watches this, their favorite, your guys' favorite part, is the skyscraper part. I didn't want to go too crazy with skyscrapers in the city, because they just, for me, doing them over and over again, they get a little bit boring. I know you guys really enjoy watching skyscrapers get built, but when you've got too many of them and you get a giant skyrise, like a city-wide skyrise, it just looks like a clump of rectangles. If you do a more selective, more strategically sort of placed style skyline like we've got here, you get this clump of different heights, different blocks, different designs, different shapes, and it looks really cool. We've got like helipads on some of them. Some of them come up a lot taller, some of them are a lot newer, some of them a lot more modern or older, some of them are a bit more, what's the sort of word? Because we see concept, yeah, more of a concept design. Yeah, some are even being built with the crane. Really cool part there. At the front here, we've got the really fairly recently built, joined, adjacent skyscrapers / apartment blocks / offices. I don't know what they are. But yeah, this train track actually goes underneath a sort of part that joins these two up together. Very, very cool. And then this sort of space-saving thin apartment complex goes through and splits the road up from the railway. Really cool. Wouldn't be a great place to live. You've got noise from either side, but it really sort of took up that space perfectly. It was a very well designed building, if I do say so myself. A little bit of space here to be built in. Still not quite sure what I want to go in there. We've done under this side and a little bit under there. Under there we've got like an illegal chop shop, of where, you know, you would, if you're in Grand Theft Auto, sort of where you would go pay and spray to get away from the cops. Under this side we've got like a storage. It's still again a dodgy area. It's like storage sort of units, but we have like a little subplot that like people are using this area to keep stolen goods. It's like a little sub-story in our city, isn't it? Some little cargo space here as well, because obviously it's their storage unit, so it makes sense. Also, being so close to the cargo port here, it makes a lot of sense sort of having that close by. This is the industrial area, so we've got a lot of factories, a lot of smoke and pollution coming off here. We're a relatively green city, but there's still some pollution left over. You know, these are old factories. They're very old brick style, you know, with the pillars. Are these pillars meant to go all the way down? They are, aren't they? How long has that been like that for? These pillars here, 1, 2, 3, are meant to go all the way down like they are on this side. No way. I probably need some of these quartz pillars at the back here too. That's like a really empty brick looking area. If I just stuck some quartz pillars down there, that would fix that up beautifully, wouldn't it? Wow, that must have been there since it's been built. That's crazy. Big cruise ship at the front here. Everyone keeps saying build a dock for it. You can't. It would be way out of scale. I just wanted to build like a huge cruise ship. The cruise ship isn't really that out of scale, because you can get some absolutely enormous cruise ships in real life. Like if you think that this is out of scale, you just Google huge cruise ships. It will blow your mind. These cruise ships are like bigger than skyscrapers. These things are huge. But this city isn't big enough to cope with a cruise ship dock, so it's just going past there. We've got the oil rig out in the ocean here. Very cool little mini build we done. I enjoyed doing that. The cargo ship there. We've got the main bridge going over the top of the low residential area, which is pretty much completed. It still needs a little bit of work here and there. We've got a little bit of blank space here that will probably just be treed up. I might be able to squeeze a house 2 or 3 in there or something like that. But this is a replica of Grove Street from San Andreas. And then we've got the gun store. We've got some basketball courts. We've got a skate park here. Apart from the ramps don't actually load because, again, they're modded blocks. It's a shame you can't really see the canal boats too much from here. I might have to put another like couple of canal boats like coming from underneath the bridge here so we can actually see them properly. I think that'll bring a little bit of life to the overview version. Racetrack up the corner here. Really cool. We can actually race around F1 cars around there. The track's quite well laid out as well. You can get around there quite quickly without hitting too much. Hospital up the top here. We've still got this road that just goes to nowhere. The original plan, or the plan from I think the last world tour that we done, is to make a left turn here, have a tunnel that goes through the mountain and out the back here to where this submarine, which is another mini build that we done, or another mini series if you like, and it goes to like a military base out the back of the city. It might be a little bit problematic now that we've made the mountain bigger though, because we made the mountain bigger. If we build a military area out the back here, you won't be able to see it. The mountain will just cover it up. So we either have the road curve into a tunnel and then out here, and then have a military area like this. That would work as long as I don't go too close to the like Alcatraz prison style island here. Very cool. This is actually like a somewhat replica of Alcatraz Island as well, with like the reception area here, little houses. We actually like went through all of the buildings and found out what they all were. It was quite a cool research project there, but all the paths are all cool. Again, my favourite sort of island build. This series has so many memorable moments for me. But anyway, we could build a military area here. It wouldn't be as big as what it could have been if we'd done it at the back, but the mountain was more important. I reckon I could probably even just move the submarine. If I move the submarine more out here, I could just cut the whole thing, paste it over here. You'd be able to see the whole thing there again. You could when it was the small mountain, but now it's the big mountain. It's covered it back up. So I could move it out here, and then the military zone could sort of go like this. I could even get another runway in. We've got the commercial airport here, with the runway and the airport here, and helicopter zones, hangars and stuff, taxiways. But I could do a smaller runway for the military. Up there, facing in a different direction would be cool as well. Having two areas to take off and land from on the city would be amazing. So, yeah, I might end up doing that. That's a good way. Remember that. Over this side, very quickly, we've got the water purification plant. We've got the space... What would you call it? Like the NASA sort of thing. We had a little competition on what the logo should be, and someone sent in this little spaceship rocketing off past like the Earth. So I picked that one. That was really cool. This is our sort of city's flag. We've got this in a few locations around the city. I think on the police station for one, we've actually got it there. It's like our little state flag, if you like. And then down here we've got the recycling centre. Oh yeah, and a private island. So again, another mini series that we've done. So that is the whole island as a whole. It's not often that you guys get to see it like this. I see it like this quite a lot because I like to sort of get my ideas from this view. I can see exactly where I've got spaces, where I need to finish stuff off on, what still needs more work, what we can change. But you guys only really see it every so often. Let's jump into Minecraft quickly and we'll take a look. Alright, so we're back in Minecraft now, a much more familiar view for most of you. How cool does the farmhouse look from behind the fence? I don't know why the iron bars give it that effect, but that looks really cool from back here now. Very, very cool. It looks cool anyway, but even with the like little tree pits in the distance, you might not even be able to just see it. I can't. Oh, I got a hiccup. Anyway, because we haven't got too much time left, we actually spent like 18 minutes or so, something like that, talking about the overview version. I thought we'll do a little bit of a fly around. So we're at the airport here with our little plane statue at the front here. If we go through the airport, I know the shaders don't work on the insides. Bing! Hey, it still works! How can I actually get out of here? Can I get out this way through the... I can't even remember. No, can I get out from down low? Can I actually get onto the airfield from the airport? I'm sure, surely I can. Was I smart enough to put a door in somewhere? Nope. Oh, I might be able to access it through here. I don't think this area is actually completed. Huh? But I can. Okay. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed doing a longer video on the overview world. For once, instead of just sort of jumping through it. Spending a little time in there was really cool. We actually got to see a lot of different perspectives. So, let's take off. You can actually fly these giant planes as well. They're just really difficult to control, and they fly so fast that the world can't really render fast enough. But yeah, how about this little guided tour? Oh, we're going down. There's the pet shop and the fire station. Little frame drops as everything's loading in. We've got McDonald's over there. If you look to your right, you will see the McDonald's. We've got a train that looks like it's derailed actually on the tracks there. This is news of NBC. Oh, we're crashing. I need to press space, don't I, to hover. That's the one. And then I don't lose altitude. Then I can look around. This is ABC News. We've got a train crashed on near intersection 38. Fire brigade not on scene yet, even though they're right above the fire station. They're not. They haven't responded so far. Maybe they're all out. Maybe there's a fire somewhere else that's more important. Okay, can I fly when I'm in hover mode? Oh, I can, but slowly. Okay, I need to go up more. Really cool modern modern apartment complex here. If I could go back, just fly that way. No, fly. I got out. No, get back in. No, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I don't think it's going to explode. Please don't explode. I think it's just going to land. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're still alive. That's the wrong seat. And we're away again. Oh, last world tour we went round as a fireman. So we were in a fire truck. It was a little bit easier to control. Yeah, check out those apartments there with the orange. Really, really cool design. Especially around the back, we've got like a load of leaves and stuff. There's the canal boats. Very cool, Rosie and Jim style things. Also got the, what do you call this sort of area? I always forget. Like the marina? Yeah, the marina, that's the word. At the bottom here, we've got a sailboat. Ooh, blurry. There we go. And a speedboat even down here as well. A couple of military style boats as well. These will probably move into the military base when we eventually get around to building it. Let's go and have a look around the cargo area. Oops, how do I that's it. Now I can turn again. In fact, let's go and land over here somewhere and we'll jump in a cargo truck. We'll land down here. Down we go. Nice and neat. Not too hard. Land it softly. Down. Hey, that wasn't bad. My tail's in the building, but all in all, it wasn't bad. I'll take that away so I don't leave it there. Let's grab another one of these. Bloop. We'll jump in. We'll make a move. There we go. I tell you what, I'm actually going to turn the sound down. I don't know how. I'll just turn it off. I don't know how loud it was for you guys in the helicopter. I apologise if it was blindingly loud. But yeah, we should be okay now. And then we just wander around it. Otherwise, the sounds of these just loop. They're like, ew, ew, ew. Here's the ice cream factory. Causes the most pollution in the city, that does. Notches ice cream on the van. That's cool. Little DHL truck there and forklift. That's so cool, that is. That's really cool. We'll go this way. This is going to go past the stadium eventually. We've got these modern beach houses. Or, you know, these are probably the most expensive houses on the in the city. Probably they're right on a private beachfront. They're also sort of inspired off the first level of Grand Theft Auto. You know, when you've got to steal a car at the beginning, they're very similar looking houses. Here's the stadium. Oops, what the front of the stadium actually looks like. Got the tunnel all the way through straight into the pitch there as well. A couple of nice fancy fountains. We've got the supercar dealership there. That's so cool. Nightclub. I think, again, I mentioned this, I think it was last World Tour, not that long ago, with the bouncers on the doors still. That's so cool. I'm going to remove this area here. If we just break here. This area, it's a nice area when you're actually in the city, like when you're in Minecraft and wandering around. It's just a nice seated area with some nice fountains here. I always imagine like these fountains stop and start, like those little sort of spray ones, and the kids run over them and it always like shoots them straight in the face. Everyone's done it before. This is sort of what I imagine this to be like, and the parents can just sit there nicely by the beach there and watch. But I'm not a huge fan of just the use of space. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to tear this down and put another, either 1 or 2 nightclubs here. We've got one there, so I can put another couple of clubs there. Maybe even just a nice pub or something like that. Let's change vehicle again. Let's swap to something else. Yeah, just to use more use of that space. Let's use Homer Simpson's car. Oh, no, that's a terrible car model. It always reminds me of Homer Simpson's car, but man, is that a bad model. What should we go in? I want something like convertible so I can actually look up and stuff. Who any of these? Are there any of these ones really nice convertibles? I don't know if they are. Man, I have so many vehicles, it's just ridiculous now. Just look for one that's got like no roof on it. Alright, we'll go back. What about just if we use a race car? Let's just use let's use it like a red race car. I can just see up then. Look, see, I've got all my field of view. I can also get about a little bit faster as well than in a van. There's the mine mart with the shopping trolleys. For the shopping trolleys, we're actually using hoppers in mine carts, so you can actually put things in your trolley and push them about. Really quite cool. Oh, let's go inside. I've never been inside the multi-story car park in the F1 car. Oh, it's a little bit quick. We might be able to get a good jump off the top though, because this has got quite good acceleration. So we can make a turn in here. Really cool, like lighting as well in here. You ain't got to go around sharp corners or nothing. You can just drive up here, probably apart from I'm driving over the parking spots. If I try not to drive over the parking spots, see, you can just turn around there nicely. Didn't have to hop up any corners or nothing. Plenty of space to be able to turn around. There you go, nice and easy. Hey. And how do I get around to the jump part? Oh yeah, I see. There's a little gap here. And then if I go down there, oh, bump the wall then. Now that's how you'd get back down again. You'd spiral yourself back down. But I want to turn around and do a jump off the front. Can we overshoot the fuel station? Oh! Hey, nearly. We nearly... Whoa, stop. We nearly got onto the roof of the police station. That's hilarious. We cleared... That's where we jumped from. We absolutely cleared the fuel station there. That's funny as. Can you imagine that? It would be cool if you could get that cinematic view, or even have someone else filming in a helicopter of you doing that. Sick. Oh, that would be so cool. Yes, by the way, the plan of getting this as a server world is still on the table. I'm still looking into it here and there. I'm not looking too much into it because I don't actually know who to go to about it because I can't make it myself. But if you guys know anybody... Oh, I wanted to go onto the beach. If you guys know anybody that builds server, that makes servers and knows their way around multiplayer mods and stuff to be able to have some guns and some vehicles on the world, then let me know. Let me know in the comment section because I really want to get this city onto a server as soon as possible so we can start playing together and stuff like that. There's the private island. That's so cool, hey? The water looks beautiful out here. Like how reflective it is and stuff. Yep, awesome. We've got these big rocks, these big sort of gravel stony rocks here, keeping the water at bay so the city doesn't flood. Let's, oh, shit. Does the drive-through for the KFC work? Can we get an F1 car around it? So we go underneath. That's the maximum height. You can't drive around here in lorries. There's the menu. And then we get a boneless banquet. That's what I usually order from KFC. And then I come around here. There's window number 1. They're even at the window still. Awesome. And then we come out. Sick. Man, I don't drive around my own city enough. Let's go through the skyscraper part to finish off. I don't drive around my own city enough. Oh, I should really drive down. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to drive down Rainbow Road. We're going to do a lap around the motorway across over the bridges and stuff in the F1 car so we can get some real good speed up. Here's Rainbow Row. And then we'll turn in off the highway to go through the skyscrapers and stuff in the middle here. Here we go. Full floor, foot to the floor. Up we go. We might even get some air. World, you're going to have to load up quicker. I don't know when to turn. Don't come off the highway. That's the slip road on. It's there's the turn. I need to slow down a little bit so the world can actually load with me. Otherwise, you're just seeing a road in front of me. Oh man, we need the skyscrapers to load in. That would be awesome. Just put it here for a minute. There's the racetrack loading in. We're right above Grove Street at the moment. There's some. Oh, that's the helicopter on top of the hospital. Yes. Really cool now that we're getting buildings up alongside of the motorway now as well. So we actually get some like depth on the roads and stuff. Really cool. That's the high school there. Still need to do underneath this bridge. We need to put in like the playground and stuff for the high school. We still haven't got that in. McDonald's on the other side of the city. Got a couple of fast food restaurants. And I should be able to turn left somewhere here. That's the back of McDonald's. That's a car park to that housing estate and to the railway. There's this double bridge and bridge over the top and stuff. Really cool. How do I get in there? Oh, I got to turn right here. Yeah, that's it. And then right again. And then go over the... Oh, I turned right too soon. I need to get on top of that road there so I can get into the skyscraper area. Hey, a pig! So if I turn in here, I go past the primary school and through the suburban area. And then if I turn up here, yeah, arrows are pointing this way. We drive on the left-hand side of the road in this city because obviously I'm from the UK, so road rules here where we drive on the left. And there we are. Now we're in the skyscraper part. How cool is that? You got to sort of find your own... Like, even I, who made the city, still get lost in the city trying to get about. That's cool, man. Big old bank. There's the crane hidden behind this one. Why did I just look left and right? I just checked left and right then. This is the sort of modern, hedgy art thing on the back of that skyscraper I was talking about. How cool is this? This is the one being built. I can't believe I got to a junction and checked left and right. How cool is that? There's the all the diggers and the cranes and stuff working away. They've got like a dumper truck full of dirt there. You can see. You can drive this little digger as well. You can drive that one about, and the cement mixer. Most of the vehicles in the game you can drive. Awesome. Alright guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, otherwise this video is going to end up being like 70 hours long. If you guys enjoyed it though, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode, and I would look forward to episode 300 if I were you, because we'll get another one of those time lapses of the city being built, which is always fun. I always find it fun anyway. Where does that go? This is just a car. Oh, this is another car park for the train station. Yeah, gotcha. We also have a subway, but we haven't really done too much with it. Alright guys, see you in the next episode. Bye!